Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today we're out experimenting with video because my stock footage uploads are being rejected. So it's time for a rethink. The stock companies say to shoot in log and convert to Rec. 709 without colour grading or with very minimal colour grading. And so far I haven't been doing any colour grading, and that might be one of the problems. The other one is I've been exposing my footage either at 0 EV or 1 stop overexposed. And so many people on YouTube say you should be 2 stops overexposed. So I'm going to do that as well. So I'm going to go to a few different sites. This is the first one. Where we got a nice framed view of a mountain in the background. There's a bit of a breeze, so every now and again all the leaves are blowing about, causing a bit of movement, which is great for video. So I'm going to go up through the woods here now. I'm going to take a few more videos, go down to the lake, take some videos down there. All of them are going to be 2 stops overexposed, and then we'll head to my computer and we'll do a little bit of colour grading. I'll get on with the filming and I'll see you back at the house later. Here we are back at home, and I've uploaded those clips to DaVinci Resolve 19 Studio version. But everything we're going to do here, to my knowledge, can be done in the free version. So here we've got the clip of the mountain through the trees. I've split that into 2. I've done the same with a beach scene from a lake and with another view across the lake. Let's remind ourselves that these were all shot overexposed by 2 stops. Now let's head over to the Colour tab. We'll select the second of the mountain through the tree scenes. And that's what we're going to work on first. Previously, with the shots that are being rejected, all I did was to go up to the node, add an extra node, to colour space transform, put the input colour space in, Rec. 2020, and the input gamma as Fuji F-Log2, and here immediately we saw a change. And the histogram widened, and so did the waveform. Then we put in the output colour space. Now for stock sites they want Rec. 709. There, and this one the same, the gamma. I was using gamma 2.4, but reviewing what they want, it is Rec. 709 that they want. Rec. 709. So this output that we see here, that's all I was doing, and I was exporting that. Now these are being rejected. So in this video we're going to add another step to this process. So we're going to alter this by going back to node 1, and we're going to simply drag up the lights and drag down the darks while looking at the picture to see what it's like. So the lights are now getting lighter. I'm just doing it visually, and I've come halfway along that edge, and now I'm going to go to the darks and drag them down almost so they're touching the line. So as you can see in the trees, you can still see the detail. So it's not blacked out. So we haven't gone all the way down. And with the lights, you can see if we drag it over that way, it becomes more blue. We'll lighten it up. I think to me that looks reasonably good. It's not totally white, obviously, because we got a blue sky. You can see the blue band across the top. There's a lot of green. Here's the green band. And there's a bit of magenta. You can see the magenta across the mountain there, and maybe a bit from the village. And that's across there. Now to me, when we go back to this one, it's the same image. Nothing's clipped, nothing is black. By using the simple histogram method, we've made some subtle adjustments. Remember, the stock companies only want minimal alterations. So let's try that. As far as I'm concerned, that's now done. That can go off to the stock companies and they will decide for me. If I was going to use this myself, I would look into doing more. But it's not about what I want. It's about what the stock companies want. So let's do the same thing with the beach. Let's go there, add a node. They're both the same at the moment. The histogram is in the middle. Remember, this is 2 stops overexposed, so it's pretty bright. Now let's use the color space transform. And apparently DaVinci Resolve is really good at getting the initial balance. And that's why I was using it. But it seems from my uploads that it's not right. That could be down to me exposing before at 0 or at 1 stop overexposed. They may be too dark. But it seems that if we overexpose it by 2 stops without clipping, that's what the zebras were for in the camera. If you watch my previous videos, and DaVinci Resolve then creates footage that has a good dimensional spread. So let's put in the input color space. Rec 2020 for Fuji F-Log 2. Okay, that's up quite bright. Let's look what it's. Let's have a look at the output. Rec 709. And the output gamma, Rec 709. Industry standard, that's what they want. And it's quite bright. So let's have a look what we're going to do with that. I say, go to the histogram, pull down the darks, which we have. Maybe pull the lights down as well. And here now we have no blacks and no whites. It was a very bright scene, but it was a very bright day, and I am actually going to go with that. I'm going to let the stock companies decide whether that is okay or not. For personal use, I think it's too bright. We could try something else. If we put a node in the histogram, drags out down some more of the darks, but from a higher up level. Okay, that's made it look a little bit better, and we'll try another one up here. Now I'll just bring it all down. So rather than an S curve, it's more like a smooth line up. It's almost following the histogram. Let's pull it down a little bit, see what it's like. No, oh, that's actually quite good. I like that. I'm going to go with that. I like the greens. I like the shadow. Pebble Beach is alright. The sky is really bright. But that's exactly what it was like. So we'll keep that. Now let's go to the lake shot. Again, this is 2 stops overexposed. Let's go and add a node. Color space transform. Rec 2020. F-log 2. Oh, that's really bright. Let's have a look at the output. 709. Yeah, it's mega bright. So we need to pull that down. Get the darks. Maybe too dark. A bit of shadow, but it's not absolutely black. Put another node in. Ah, okay. Greens look a bit odd. It's a bit more like it. What about up here? Is anything? Ah, okay. Different colors. No. That's a weird shaped curve. Let's move this a bit more. It's not really out yet, it is over there. Blacks. Seems there's a lot to learn here. There's lots of other methods that I've seen people are using on YouTube. But what we got to remember is we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this to pass the acceptance test on stock footage sites with minimal input. So what I've done here might be too much. And if we have a look over here on the waveform, there's basically nothing in the blacks. We've got some shadow over there. We've got some shadows here. So that's probably down here in this end. We've got a blue sky, so we're not all the way up in the whites. So most things in this clip are in the middle ground. RGB without black and white. Remember, this is only for a test, so I'm going to use this one and send it off to see if it's accepted. And depending on the results of those, if we get an improvement in acceptance, then we know that we're on a right track. They may be totally rejected for too much input, but if we do get an improvement in acceptance, but it's below, say, 50%, then we're going to have to put another step into this. So this is trial and error. So for now, we'll leave it at that. Let's see what happens. I'll put some before and after clips right here so you can have a look for yourself. I hope you've got something out of this. Remember, I'm a beginner. I'm learning as I go along. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.